Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. Now, as we're putting together your online business and we're getting things moving forward, here's where a lot of people make a mistake. Something will happen and it'll derail the train for a day or 2 days or maybe even a week. And people will decide, well, it's getting late in the week, I'll start Monday. And then Monday comes along and they come up with another excuse. Then all of a sudden you're at the middle of the month, well, I'll get on my goals next month. And one of the biggest things that I'm always talking about with an online business is if you don't do it, you've lost nothing because your income doesn't change. You haven't really lost any kind of investment. What I want you to think about is this. What if you planned what your days were going to look like, and if you knew that, okay, something happened on this day and it threw things into a tailspin and I just didn't get done what I wanted to get done. So what? You know what? Tomorrow we're going to pick up where I left off. Give yourself one day to decompress and kind of pull it together and be ready to move forward again. You know, one of the things that Kris and I are setting up right now is going to be a 90-day challenge. And where people mess up on that 90-day challenge is if things get messed up anywhere in that whole 90 days, they're ready to hold off and start over. You know what? The easiest way to handle it is just to add a day or 2 days or a week onto your 90-day challenge and keep on track. Forget about the days that got messed up. Pick up right where you left off and keep moving forward. And this will keep you in line with the goals that you have set. The reason a lot of people don't hit the big goals that they set is because when things go into a tailspin for a day or a week or whatever the situation is, they don't address it and move forward. They're just like, wow, that didn't work out for me. For whatever reason. Well, it wasn't because of the goal you set, it was because something happened in your life. For you to think that you're going to go through a 90-day challenge and there isn't going to be things that come up day to day that is going to screw up the goal, there's no way. You know, you probably couldn't make it through a week challenge without having things come up in your life that's going to change your schedule. Life is a 24/7 event. You got to be prepared that when things happen, you need to know how to deal with it and move forward. So I guess the point of this whole podcast is this. When life gets in the way, you have to know how to step over the hurdles and keep moving forward to your goals. This is just something to make you think. That's everything I have for today's episode of The Money Wheel. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.